All right. It is, if not the greatest female fighter of all time, at least one of the greatest. You can't have the discussion without talking about her. It is Cris Cyborg, who's getting ready for a boxing debut September 25th. Cris, I got to ask you, hold on. Not just boxing, but boxing in your hometown of Curitiba in the same stadium you made your UFC debut in. What an incredible experience this is. How excited are you for this?
It's very special, especially because it's going to be my city. The arena in Brazil is very special because it was my first fight in UFC. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of emotion, and I'm very excited for it be my first match in Brazil.
Very exciting. So talk to me, Cris, about how this all came together, right? Because you've been talking about maybe boxing for a
Yeah.
long time, but it's tough to get done with contracts and schedules and all that. So how did this finally happen?
Came in the perfect time. My contract with Bellator done, but we still in process. But then call from Brazil. You want to fight my event, and then we've been talking about, and they say you have an opponent, and there was a man. It was perfect. It's gonna be Simone Silva. She have a lot of experience in MMA in boxing. But you're not gonna find nobody no experience to fight me boxing, because I do MMA. But it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be my city. She said, no, I fight Cyborg. So give a lot of pressure, be work hard, and if be ready. I know it's a boxing is different sport than MMA, but I've been to training very serious and be prepared for the fight.
Yeah, you mentioned Simone Silva, not just some experience. I mean, 40 fights to her name. She's been around for a long time, fought at a
Yeah.
very high level. I wonder, was that even a little intimidating for you? Normally, you're the one intimidating people, but she has 40 fights.
I love challenge in my career. I fought before Muay Thai. I was tough girls too. Jiu-jitsu, wrestling. It's gonna be a tough match. But I would work really hard, and I'm gonna do my best. I know she have experienced a lot of fights. She fought 4 times for world champion. Much respect for her because this I dedicate a lot for this camp, and I'm excited. Gonna be my city. It's gonna be very cool.
Talk to me about your training, Cris, because, I mean, obviously we think of you as a striker, devastating striker, but it's a little bit different, right? The stances are a little bit
Yeah.
different, the timing, the rhythm. Of course, the gloves make a big difference as well. So I guess how much really boxing specific training have you been doing for this?
I change a lot because they usually I fight 5 rounds in 5 minutes. This one, 8 round in 2 minutes, so it's faster. So I put a lot of sprinting in my training this time. I put swimming. We work a lot of bags work, pads, run, sparring. But for my camps for MMA, I do a lot of sparring with girls from boxing. So I have a lot of friends. So I call, can you do sparring today? Can you do sparring today? So it's very nice. Cornejo, Maricela, she's helping me a lot of this camp. She fought this girl before. So I feel very happy, and for sure, I'm going to improve a lot for my MMA camp when I do unboxing fights. So I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Cris, it's a little scary. I just thought about this. Lately in your career, we've been praising you for being more patient, not being overly aggressive, pacing yourself a little bit. But with 2-minute rounds, you don't have to do that, right? You could just be pretty crazy aggressive.
It's something I've been working a lot about patience. I think it's very important. I know it's 2 minutes. It's very quick. Both have to be dangerous, be careful about everything. But I'm excited. And it can be quick too. 2 minutes and 1 minute round. It's just crazy. I never fought like this. And a different way too. I'm gonna fight 154 this fight. It's gonna be 145.
Very nice. How much does the big gloves change things, right? I mean, because, you can't really defend yourself as well with the small MMA gloves. So how much does the big gloves change, I guess, your approach?
Usually when I sparring girls, boxing girls, we sparring 16 ounce. Then I was telling me when I sparring Clarissa Shields, she said, no, I want 16 ounce, at least 14 ounce. So, you've been working with 16, 14 ounce, and 8 ounce is very small. I know it's, MMA is smaller, but you protect yourself more for sure, 1,000%. But they have a little bit pets, more pet in the front too, like, no same MMA.
How are you looking at this? I mean, obviously, this is your debut. I know you've talked about boxing. You have a passion for boxing. Are you just doing this and saying, okay, and then, we'll see how it goes? Or do you think, like, maybe you'll do this and say, I love this. I want to do more of this. I want to box more. So how are you looking at this?
When I did my first fight, MMA fight, I lost. I have 6 months training, but I say I want to do a MMA fight for see how it works. And they did 6 months training, fought, lost. I said, man, I born for this. I don't care. I'm gonna doing this, and I'm 17 years doing. So I don't know. I love the strike, and I don't know after this fight how it's gonna feel, how it's gonna open another doors for me. But for sure this is not gonna be the first one. Probably it's gonna have to be more, and open the door for women's boxing. I'm very thankful for all love received for all the fans, and I'm excited. I'm very happy. It's the dream come true.
There's no chance that you're done with MMA, though, right? I mean, we see you in MMA again, correct?
Yes, yes. I'm not done MMA. I still have to back and defend my title.
I love it. So you said you're kind of negotiating right now with Bellator to kind of get a new contract. Do you think what I wonder is, I guess, is there any chance that maybe you do this and you say, Scott, I love doing this so much. I want to fight for you, but can you let me box a little bit along the way too?
One the good things I have the relationship with Scott Coker. At the beginning, I already told him, I want to do one box fight. Even if I do MMA, he said, no, Chris, okay. And he support me this fight. And I believe in the future, if it's still with them, for sure, they're going to support me my boxing fight. And at the end of the day, he want to make me happy. And the fans from boxing can go to MMA go to boxing. Maybe I can do unboxing Showtime and work together with Bellator. Let's see, everything can happen.
It seems like a natural fit, right? I mean, they share the Showtime broadcast partner. I can't imagine Showtime wouldn't love to have you in their boxing as well. I'd love to see that.
Yes, for sure, for sure. We work together. We're partners.
I love it. Let me ask you something. It's a selfish question. I know it's hard to do. What's it going to take to get this Kayla Harrison fight done? I want to see you two fight so much, man. I think you're so great. It would be amazing. Do you think it's possible? How do we get this done?
I can do the event co-promoter. Bellator can do with PFL. I don't know how it's gonna be working with this. I'm open to fight her. She said she signed the deal to fight me in Hawaii, but then she's not free. She's have to back PFL. But I don't think I have to prove anything. But I want to do the biggest fight for my fans. And if this fight is gonna be on the table for happen, if it work everything well, it'd be good for me, good for my team. Why not? Let's see what's gonna happen.
I hope so. And you said it. You have absolutely nothing to prove, right? I mean, you've proven it for a decade plus. I just think right now it's you, it's Kayla, it's Amanda, and everybody's in a different organization. And I hope we can find ways to kind of do a round robin and get everybody to fight again. I mean, I think you just want to fight the best people too, right?
I'm gonna be fighting for 17 years. I'm looking for close to 20. And then 20, I'm retired. But during these 3 years left, I want to do the biggest fight. My fans would like to see and be happy.
Unbelievable. Do you still have the passion for it? I mean, I know the business side of it sometimes is tough and figuring out contracts and negotiations and all that, but do you still have love for MMA?
I train it hard. I love it. I train the same way I was 19. I'm 37. Coach McKee say, Chris, this is not smart. You cannot train when you're 19 and 17, 37, 17. But I feel very, very good. I feel great. I feel I'm fighting better than before. A lot of experience, patience. So I still have the fire inside my heart. When I was in the end of the UFC, a lot of stress, a lot of problems. I feel like I'm gonna retire. But when I resigned with signed with Bellator, feel I put some fire in my heart again, and I'm very happy and excited. And maybe if the box fight to give me more fire, a lot of fires, and continue fighting.
Yeah, you seem so much happier than you did at the end of the UFC run, and that's good to see. So obviously, September 25th is this boxing match. When do you think we see you in the Bellator cage again? Is it too early to say, or do you have like a kind of a target of when we might see you?
I'm not sure if you're gonna be end of the year, but after this next fight, I'm gonna sit down with Scott Coker and see what's gonna be happen. And I believe more soon. Do you guys think about? Yeah. Nice.
So, Chris, obviously, right now we'll see MMA. Boxing's up next. I got to ask you, what's your goal here? Right? Is it to just go in there and have fun, like this is something different, and smile and move around, or is it to go be aggressive, knock somebody out, and show the boxing world what we've been seeing in MMA for 15 years?
You really have to feel the fight. When you're in the fight, you feel the energy, you feel how to work. But I've been working a lot of techniques, a lot of patience. Everybody want to see Cyborg boxing. So let's see how's work. And I know it's gonna have a lot of energy, a lot of people around, my team, my fans in my city. They're gonna be crazy. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna do my best I can. Great fight for the fans.
I love it. Cyborg, best of luck. Obviously, you're in Curitiba. Get ticket. If not, you can buy it online and watch it. And I'm just going to be honest. When MMA fighters go do boxing, I cheer for them. I know we're not supposed to cheer, but hey, you're representing our sport. I'll be cheering for you on September 25th.
Oh, thanks so much. I know it's different sports. It's gonna be hard, but I work really hard, and it's gonna be nice. You guys can watch at FITE.tv.
Awesome. Can't wait. Best of luck, Cris. We'll talk to you again
Okay.
soon.
Thank you.